Welcome to the Italian Wine Podcast. This episode has been brought to you by the Wine to Wine Business Forum 2022. This year will mark the 9th edition of the forum to be held on November 7th and 8th of 2022 in Verona, Italy. This year will be an exclusively in-person edition. The main theme of the event will be all-round wine communication, and tickets are on sale now. The second early bird discount will be available until September 18th. For more information, please visit us at winetowine.net. Welcome to another episode of On the Road Edition, hosted by Stevie Kim. Each week, she travels to incredible wine destinations, interviewing some of the Italian wine scene's most interesting personalities, talking about wines, the foods, as well as the incredible travel destinations.
Hello, everybody. My name's Stevie Kim, and we're back. It's Italian Wine Podcast, Mama Jumbo Shrimp On the Road Edition. And today we are here in this magnificent place. So I'm going to let the president of the Consortium of Montefalco tell us where we are. So first of all, ciao ragazzo.
Ciao, Stevie. Nice to see you.
What's your name?
Giampaolo. I'm Gianpaolo for everybody from ever.
Yes, Giampaolo Tabarini. He's the president, the neo-elected president for the Consortium of Montefalco. And we are in, actually, Montefalco.
Yes, we are in the heart. We are
yes,
close
but
by to the center.
Where are we exactly? Where is this?
Well, this is our museum. We are so proud of such stuff, as you can imagine. And here we're so proud. Why? Because here there is Benozzo paint. So when you arrive in Montefalco, you think, of course, first to the wine, but Montefalco is many other things. Heart, too. So there's no better place to have you, Stevie.
But is this actually a church? Because it kind of looks like a church to me. I'm agnostic, first of all, so I have to tell you.
You're right.
This is not my reign. I'm not terribly comfortable here. However, it looks very much like a church.
It is. It was. You have to know that inside Montefalco city wall, there is actually about 14 churches. Not all of them today are used as a church, just few of them. But in the past, they used to. And today, this one that was used in the past for the Mass, of course, and so on. But today, it's our museum. Thanks to the paint, thanks to all the beauty that you can show, just take the camera surrounding all around.
So would you like to tell us just a little bit about, to contextualize where we are, just a little bit about the church? From what period is this?
I'm not the right person to give you all those information. I'm a grower. My grandpa told me when I was young that if I study too much, I'm going to be the director of the school. So
you didn't want to do that?
Yeah, so I didn't study so much just to avoid to be a director of the school. You know, grower is better.
Right, exactly. So, Gianpaolo, listen, today we are in midst of an event which is called Anteprima. Is that correct? Of the Consortium. Right. And what does that entail?
Anteprima is the new issue, technically. So we are just claiming the new vintage of Sagrantino that is going to be released next year on the market. So this is just a preview of the wine that the consumer is going to have in the next few years on the market. And Anteprima is just to introduce the new vintages of all the producers to the world of wine enthusiasts. So that's it.
So does it usually happen during this period?
No.
Or is this unusual?
That is totally unusual, Stevie. This year we definitely changed everything. Most of the journalists ask me, what's the difference between previous events and this one? My answer is, I believe that the right question is, what remained the same?
Right.
It remained the same.
Everything is different.
Everything is different. It remained the same Montefalco, because we are always in Montefalco. Remained the same the actors that are the winemakers, that more or less are always the same. And all the rest is changed. First of all, we are going to have Anteprima in Montefalco in spring. Usually it was in February,
Right.
in the winter. But Montefalco Umbria is so green that in springtime it's over beautiful. Everything is going in flower. It's like a paint with a lot of colors. So you just goes out from here, you take a look around and you fall in love. So this is the right moment. It's spring.
But did COVID have anything to do with it or not? Not at all.
No, no, but yes. So why yes? Because we've been put in jail. So because of the restriction, everybody live the long portion of their life in the houses without the ability to go out. So like being in prison. So how this affect the anteprima? When we quit, when allowed us to escape from our houses, we feel more brave. So we had the energy to say we can go by ourselves. You know, Stevie, that Montefalco used to have anteprima just after Toscana anteprima. But pandemic support us, saying it's your time. You can work with your legs. You are able to walk even more. You are able to run. So Montefalco keep on the shoulder all the anteprima of Umbria. So now we are going to have in spring the anteprima of the entire territory of Umbria, and Montefalco is the leader, the one that make it happen. So we're so proud, we're so happy. It was a lot of time that we want to show that we're brave.
Are you enjoying this podcast? There's so much more high-quality wine content available from Mama Jumbo Shrimp. Check out our new wine study maps, our books on Italian wine, including Italian Wine Unplugged, The Jumbo Shrimp Guide to Italian Wine, Sangiovese Lambrusco and Other Stories, and much, much more on our website, mamajumboshrimp.com. Now back to the show.
So I see I have this here, Anteprima, the program.
See?
So the release is the 2018 vintage.
Correct.
Right? And would you like to tell our audience a little bit about the consortium activities in terms of the number of producers, the territory it covers, the types of wines that you produce in this area?
Fine. Our consortium is a successful story. First of all, Montefalco Consortium, it's working not only in Montefalco village, but also in Bevagna, Castelritaldi, and Giano.
Can you just repeat that again?
Bevagna,
slow, yeah.
Castelritaldi,
Castelritaldi,
Giano, Gualdo. So it's 5 different towns, Montefalco and all the other 4 towns, or portion of the other 4 towns. We are spread in a very small area. In this area, they used to make wine about 120, 130 different wineries. At the consortium, we have a largest part, about 80 wineries are members of the consortium. So we represent at least 70-75% of the total producer, and even more in terms of bottles. In terms of production, what do we do here? Of course, Sagrantino. That is the main stuff, the one that makes Montefalco known. But at the same time, we make Montefalco Rosso. That is a base of Sangiovese. Our neighbor, it's Tuscany. So we always had Sangiovese in Umbria. Of course, it's not well known as much as Tuscany, and obviously, but here Sangiovese come gorgeously. And of course, we have to give them a name in the past, and the name is Montefalco Rosso. And the last beautiful story is Trebbiano Spoletino. Montefalco show everybody that this territory is not a territory that is able only to do great reds, but is able to do also great white wines. And this is not something that happens very often. How many territories do you know in Italy that are able to do great reds and great wine? This is a question to you now. Not so many.
I don't know, actually.
Grazie, Stevie. I like this answer.
I don't know, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am uncertain that Montefalco is the only area who produces great.
At least few. Few is fine.
Yeah.
Few is
One
fine.
of the few.
We keep it. We keep it. Done. Arrange it.
Deal. It's a deal.
Yes,
It's
deal.
a deal. In terms of the producers,
See.
right? So are they, how many, are they ordinarily small to medium, or are there some large producers? Who when did the consortium activities start?
As every other territory, we have the both. We have a lot of small producers, but we have also few big producers. The beauty of this territory, I have a thank you all the producers that support me. The beauty of this territory is that the big company work together with the small company, and we do not feel the difference between the one and the other. So the size is not a terms that separate us. So no one of us is looking if you are a big producer, have a small. We just producer. We work in the same area. We have the same goal. We follow the same person. We trust in the same stuff. So this is Montefalco. So it's very unusual because sometimes, as you know, producer inside the territory used to quarrel. Not here. Not here.
So, for the audience who are less familiar with Sagrantino,
Yeah.
which is kind of the signature wine for this area, is that correct?
Yes.
You can say that, right? Sagrantino. So I've had the pleasure of being, of course, tasting Sagrantino, but I think for especially many foreigners, Sagrantino is something very, very austere, right? Because you guys always say, I mean, all the Italian wine experts, they will say Sagrantino is what they call, I love this word in Italian, spigoloso,
See,
right?
okay.
You know,
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
it's very angular. So how would you recommend approaching Sagrantino for those who are unfamiliar with Sagrantino?
Allora, well, a lot of good question. First of all, you are right. The Sagrantino that was displayed in the past to the world, it was a Sagrantino that with a lot of muscle, so very masculine wine. But that was a point of view. That was an approach of the moment. Um, when the idea of
When you say masculine, do you mean structurally,
yes, from a structure
high
point of
alcohol, high body, big body?
all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Because in the moment where Sagrantino exploded and became famous and popular was the end of 90s, beginning of 2000, where at that time the fashion was very deep wine, very huge wine, dark in color, very hooky. And so Sagrantino became popular in a such period, and he tried to dress himself with clothes that at the really end, it wasn't the whole clothes of the variety, but it was pushed in a such direction because was right at that time. The
I mean,
point
do you think it was because it was influenced by, I don't know, the high alcohol, Napa-driven kind of wines?
you said,
Right.
that is right. It's exactly my same opinion. But the winemakers didn't, of the area, local traditional winemakers, didn't knew the Sagrantino as the one we discovered in early 2000. So the wine we was knowing it was exactly the opposite. But when it is a fashion time, somebody prefer follow the fashion. But the wine is not fashion. The wine is tradition. So the work we're doing today is just take back the tape and try to show the movie from the beginning, trying to tell another tale, the true one, the real one, because Sagrantino can be very strong, very deep, very huge if you think to the Sagrantino in such a way, but this is the same for any other kind of wine. If you look to the wine as something that should be more fresh, more gentle, more elegant, it's up to you. The winemaker is like a chef that cook a dish. And with the same raw materials, you can take out different dishes. So what's in your mind? What's in your heart? What you're looking for? This is the real point. So today, the majority of the producer, they make the own idea. So they definitely became mature. So they are not anymore kids. They grow. They are adults. So they are able to keep their own decision by themselves on the right way. This is what is happening in Montefalco. So the Sagrantino we knew in the past, it was just a flash that is just disappeared, because the one that you are going to meet today is so far away from the past that make you surprised anytime you try.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, brought to you by the Wine to Wine Business Forum 2022. This year will mark the 9th edition of the forum, to be held on November 7th and 8th, 2022, in Verona, Italy. Remember, the second early bird discount on tickets will be available until September 18th. For more information, please visit us at winetowine.net. Guys, I'm Joy Livingston, and I am the producer of the Italian Wine Podcast. Thank you for listening. We are the only wine podcast that has been doing a daily show since the pandemic began. This is a labor of love, and we are committed to bringing you free content every day. Of course, this takes time and effort, not to mention the cost of equipment, production, and editing. We would be grateful for your donations, suggestions, requests, and ideas. For more information on how to get in touch, go to italianwinepodcast.com.